The Brothers of Liberty, here to remind you what true freedom is. Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Liberty with the older brother Kelton here. Today we're going to be talking about censorship. Yes, once again, that lovely word. I know I've done a couple of videos on it already, and I'm doing it again because I'm going to keep talking about it as long as it keeps happening. So I guess I'll talk about it for the rest of my life, or as long as this channel is up. Um, This time it's Facebook who's big shock there, Metaverse, whatever you want to call them, Zuckerberg. Um, they have locked a conservative children books publisher ad account, stripping its ad assets. The publisher is called Heroes of Liberty. They have made children biography books of President Reagan, Thomas Sowell, and Justice Barrett. Um, Apparently, they used the excuse that it violated Facebook company policy for low quality or disruptive content. Of course, these are left leaning people and the left who would say that the Declaration of Independence, common sense, and the Constitution is disruptive content. I'm just saying how I see it. Um, Now, here's a Liberty spokesperson stated a small group made nasty comments about the books, about them publishing the books, and the people had a desire to burn the books. Hello, Fahrenheit 451. For those of you who don't know what Fahrenheit 451 is, it was a book written by Ray Bradbury in 1953 about a dystopian future in the United States. A group of firemen would burn books that was deemed offensive, not government approved, pretty much anything that pissed off the population or the population didn't want. So pretty much free will, free thinking, and all that. Thought control. Um, and now it's ironic because that same book, Fahrenheit 451, has actually been a subject of a couple of times where people tried to ban the book from schools. Now, I had the privilege of reading it in school because I had teachers who taught the old ways. But probably anyone younger than me, very few people anyway, has probably never read that book, never read 1984, or never read Animal Farm, which those are good books to read. Now, like I said, that book itself was tried to get banned in 2018. A parent filed a request to ban the book from the middle school in Florida, cited the use of profanity and using God's name in vain. Other people said it was burning the Bible, which that's the whole point. They were burning books that they didn't like. The guy himself never said he wanted to burn the Bible. He was showing what the future was of these people. It could have been the Quran. It could have been the 10 points of Buddha. The point is, if someone didn't like it and it was offensive, they burned it. How many non-Christians will want to burn the Bible because they find it offensive? They said violence, betrayal, Christians, and depictions of firemen. There are radical Christians who want to ban books, and that's all censorship. And it's funny because in that book it talks about it wasn't the state that started it; it was the group of people who got offended. What's happening today? Facebook. They, because of a small group of people, Facebook banned and locked the ad account, so they couldn't do nothing. Facebook put people in Facebook jail because of things that's not against their policy. They don't care about freedom of speech, and that's how it starts. A lot of times, it does not start with the government. It starts with woke people who get offended too easily. They need to sit down and watch a Mel Brooks marathon. Red Sanford, yeah. Richard Pryor. I like to see some spontaneous combustions going on in that room. But yes, this is society today, censoring everything. YouTube itself has censored one of my videos. It's on Rumble, but not on YouTube because I violated their policy because it was against the narrative. And you can't have anything against the narrative or against what the government tells you to think and say because God forbid if you can free will and free thinking of your own, that's a danger to the government. And that's why we need to keep fighting censorship everywhere and anywhere we see it. There may be some things I don't agree with, but you know what? It's not my right to censor it because we have a constitution to guarantee people rights. Like George Orwell said, um, liberty is me saying something that you don't like. That's paraphrasing it. I don't know the exact quote because I don't have it in front of me, but he pretty much said, liberty is you having to hear what I have to say and you may not like it. Guess what? Sometimes I have to hear what people say. I may not like it, but you know what? That's all of our opinions and all of our views. And that's what America was founded on. It wasn't founded on everybody was the same. Everyone was different. Everyone had different views. It was founded on liberty, life, and the pursuit of happiness. Liberty, standing for freedom, the liberty to do what I want as long as it's in the laws, as long as I'm not killing anybody. But guess what? My freedom doesn't stop where your feelings get hurt or your freedom begins. It's my freedom, it's your freedom. We all just need to get along, agree to disagree, and restore our freedoms back from these unconstitutional mandates, these censorships, and everything else that is going on. The Constitution is the highest law in the land, and it's being attacked. First Amendment's always being attacked, and censorship is just another way to attack it, but they get guarded because they're not government entities. It's time to hold them accountable. Florida has made it where you can sue Facebook. Other states should follow suit. And maybe we should sue the living crap out of them. Make Zuckerberg go into the homeless shelter and take away his millions of dollars. But that's just my opinion on it. What's your opinion? Like, share, subscribe. And we have a Gmail. If you have any topics you want us to discuss, Brothers of Liberty 76 at gmail.com. We love to hear from you. And we also have a Parler, Rumble, Facebook, as long as it's still up, YouTube, and Telegram now, of course. So, all those links are in our descriptions if you want to join. And this is the older brother of Liberty, reminding you what true freedom is and ought to be.